Alrighty guys, so here we are on my Canvas home page. At the top I have my email address and the name of the page just so you can make sure that you're in the right place. Down below that there are 5 different buttons. We have the Zoom links, the weekly schedule, About Me, Classroom Management Plan, and RJH Handbook. Down below that you can see the week at a glance. There's not much in there right now, but that's where you can go to find out just quickly what's going to be happening in math class this week. Okay, moving back up to the top, I'm looking at these buttons here. I'm going to start actually in the middle blue button that says Weekly Schedule. When I click on that button, you can see that there are several different schedules in here. The first one at the top is the schedule for the first 5 days of school. Looking through that really quickly, you can notice that we see all of our classes the first 5 days of school, including River Time at the beginning. So for the first 5 days of school, you're always going to start with River Time at 8 o'clock. Then after that, you're going to see all the rest of your classes for 25 minutes apiece, with 10 minutes in between each one. Moving down a little bit further, you see the typical weekly schedule. So after the first 5 days of school are done, these are the schedules that will be followed. On Monday, it looks very similar to the first 5 days, except with no River Time at the beginning. So we go through periods 1 through 7, just like we did the first 5 days of school. On Tuesday and Thursday, we're going to see periods 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then on Wednesday and Friday, we'll see periods 5, 6, 7, and River Time. Notice at the bottom of all of those schedules, there's a gray part that says office hours. Office hours are where you can go to see your teachers. You can go there to ask for extra help. Maybe you missed class one day and you need some help getting caught up on something that you missed. Maybe you just want to talk to your teachers and see how they're doing and check in and see how things are going with them. You can log into the office hours and talk to your teachers. The office hours that we have at the bottom here, those are specific to your core classes, which would be me, Mr. Lane, Mr. Schwartz, and Mrs. Cox. If you need to see one of your other teachers during office hours, you may want to check their schedule because their office hours might be slightly different. Okay, going back to the home page here, next I'm going to click on the yellow button that says Zoom Links. This is where you'll go to find the Zoom links for all of your math classes. So if you are in period 4 math, then you would click the one that says period 4 Zoom link at the appropriate time. There's also Zoom link buttons for periods 5, 6, and 7, as well as those office hours that I mentioned just a few minutes ago. So you can click on the office hours Zoom link if you want to see me during my office hours. If you want to see a different teacher during their office hours, you would want to go to their Canvas page and find their Zoom link for that. Okay, next up in the on the right side there's sort of a pink button that says About Me. I'll click on that real quick. This is just a quick history of my life and how I came to be a math teacher here. There's a picture of me and my wife and my son. There's my lazy cat, my other cat that's also lazy but not quite as lazy. And then there's our new puppy that we just got a few months ago. Okay, moving on here, these 2 blue buttons, I'm going to click on the one that's on the left side first that says Classroom Management Plan. This is the Classroom Management Plan that was put out by the district and basically has some Zoom expectations, homework policy, attendance policy, and communication, how you would get a hold of someone at school if you needed to, or how teachers from school would get a hold of you. We'll spend some time during class looking over that. Next is the blue button that's on the right that says RJH Handbook. I'll go ahead and click on that one next. There's a lot of information here that's not necessarily specific to RJH, but again, this is put forth by the district, and so this is the handbook for all of the junior highs in the district. And we're going to spend a lot of time looking at some of the important information from that over the first few days of school. Okay, going back to my Canvas page now. That pretty much takes care of my home page, but now let's look over here on the left-hand side. We see several different tabs over on the left. The top one is Home, that's where we're at right now. The next one below that is Announcements. You see that there's one announcement there right now. That's the welcome announcement, but each day I'll put another announcement in there, and those announcements will let you know about what's going on in class and maybe what your assignment might be for the day. Below that is modules. Modules is where you're going to want to spend a lot of time because this is where you will go to find out exactly what happened in class each day. So especially if you were absent for one of our Zoom meetings, you would come in here to find a video of what was taught that day as well as any assignment that you might have had for that afternoon. And so you can see that it's broken down by week, and then within each week it's broken down by day. So say you were absent week 2, on Tuesday you would click on that Tuesday. Obviously there's nothing there yet because we haven't gotten there yet, but when we do, that's where you would go to see what we did on that particular day. Right below modules you can see Clever, so if you need to log into Clever you can get there this way. There are other ways that you can get to it as well, but you can get to it this way if you would like. Right below that there's also grades. So there's obviously no grades yet because we haven't had any assignments, but once we do, you can come here to see your grades. Below that is Office 365, so that's your email. This is one way that you can get to your email by clicking on that and then clicking Login right there. And below that is my syllabus. We'll spend a little bit of time talking about this in class 2, but this is my classroom syllabus. That's specific to my class. One thing I do want to mention is right here under the supply list. It says things that you need to bring every day. So when you get on Zoom, these are the things that you want to make sure to have with you. Obviously, you'll need your iPad, your math folder or binder. You'll need a math book, a calculator, pencil, and some scratch paper. We'll be doing lots of examples in class. You'll need to make sure that you have some paper to write some things down on. Okay, so that pretty much takes care of most of that, but I do want to draw your attention to one more thing. Down along the bottom here, notice where it says dashboard, that's in blue. That's because that's where we're at right now. But right next to that it says calendar. If you were to click on calendar, you can see your calendar for this class, and you'll see things there like announcements and assignments. And so if you ever need to find out what's happening in class or what assignments there were in class, that's where you would go for that. Okay, that's all for my Canvas run through. I hope that this information has been helpful to you, and I look forward to getting to know all of you guys a lot better in the coming days. Take care. Bye-bye.